Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Today is Sunday, so I just thought we're gonna hang out in the kitchen while I make some lunch for my family today. Nothing special on the menu, just some little bit of comfort food for this winter day. We do have some snow. So it's January and I was thinking the best kind of thing to start the new year is to set up some goals. So today I was hoping to talk a little bit about my goals and my plans for this channel and what do I see this year happening here on our little homestead, I would say. It cannot be a farm, we're not farm. So anyway, one of the first things that I do hope for this house or for our family to happen is to definitely grow more food. By saying grow more food, I mean have a little bit of bigger garden than I had last year. So last year, actually it was my first year of actual gardening. The year before that, we only moved to Croatia. So my mother planted everything before we came, and I only was here kind of in a time where everything had to be harvested. So I didn't really participate actively in, growing, preparing the land and all of that. So last year was the first year that actually I was here for the whole season. And I have to say, I think I didn't do that bad. It could be better. I definitely underestimated how much work does the garden need, and how much devotion it requires. So I was definitely better than my, first year when I arrived to Croatia. Because even though I wasn't here the first year for the whole season, there was still quite a lot to do. And then last year, I kind of had an idea what to do. So we did organize ourselves a little bit better, but not as good as we should. So this year I have a plan. So I already made a seed order. I am waiting now for the delivery to come, and hopefully we will have that soon. So I will be able to show you what I ordered and what I wish to plant. I will be focusing on a staple food like onions, garlics, potato. I'm hoping to grow some sweet potato as well, because that's what we like to eat. I would like to definitely plant more medicinal herbs, so like teas as well. I did grow some both of the years so far, but not as much as we need. So to be honest, it's middle of January this moment, and I think I have maybe tea left for maybe another month or something. So my goal for this year is to grow, the amount that we need for the whole season. And maybe if I'm lucky enough, some extra so I can give it away to my friends and family. Also, vegetables wise, I would like to grow more of tomatoes, just the ones for the tomato sauce and the tomato paste. And definitely I would love to grow a little bit more of fruits. So we do have raspberries. We have quite a lot of them. We have blueberries. So this year in the fall I did plant 2 more, but I'm hoping that I will be able to buy more and plant more. We do kind of harvest some food from the woods as well. So we go on a walk and we would get like those black raspberries as well, and some other, things for the teas, that mostly what we find in the woods. Or we also go then in the fall for the walnuts. So that's kind of food-wise. Skill-wise, I am hoping to learn much more about the preservation. So last year what we did, we canned some tomato sauce. Again, not enough for the whole year. I do have some more, couple of more of them, so it should be okay, because I don't know for what reason, but this year we did not really use that much, you know. So but definitely my goal this year is to can more tomato sauce, to can more you know, jams, maybe some syrups, and stuff like that that we will use. I would love to learn how to make like sour salads. I'm not really sure what's the English word for that is, but you know, like winter salads, then to have them when there's no fresh vegetables and fruit in the garden. So that is definitely the skill I need to learn. My mom kindly offered she will help, because without her, you know, it's much easier than when you're learning from someone in person than when you're learning just from the books, I think, at least for me, because you know, it's, sorry, that's our dog, because for me at least, you know, you can ask the questions that you have straight away, there's someone to answer to them. But if you're learning from the book, and I'm not saying I love books, I adore books, I have a lot of books, but sometimes you miss that, you know, living person to be there with you and to guide you, so you don't mess the whole situation up. So now we use animal fat mostly, and what we do, we store a lot of it in the freezer because we cannot use it all at once. And then I just take out one package at a time and use it. And once it's used, I go for another one. So yeah, that's what we use. There we go. Okay. Now, no pressure here. First time cooking well, no, second time now, in front of the camera myself. We do like onion and garlic, so I'm always very generous with that. I just think it's a staple to every dish. You cannot go wrong, and I don't think there's ever too much of the garlic. So yeah, as I was saying, obviously having this lifestyle, the primary thing is, you know, about eating good food. So the only way to actually eat, you know, to know 100% what you're eating is to grow it yourself. We do not grow everything, absolutely not. I would say, you know, we are self-sufficient in chicken meat. We are self-sufficient in eggs, so we don't buy these things. We do grow, you know, like 50% of our vegetables last year, which I think it's okay. It's a good thing. So that is my primary goal, to kind of increase that. The infrastructure-wise, I might say first thing about the animals that we want to have. Sorry, guys. So at this moment, we only have chickens. Well, only. We have like, I would say 40 egg-laying chickens. We have ducks and we have geese. So that's kind of the things we have at this moment. For this year, definitely what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to get pigs. And so that's one of the things I would love to have. I would love having some dairy animal, to be honest, but I don't think I am skilled enough, and I don't think we have enough time. So I will tell you a story. When we moved here, and then so the first year, obviously, we didn't get anything because we were not here that long. But then last year, for some reason, I thought I am comfortable enough and I would say, skilled enough to get a dairy animal. So we got goats. So we got a goat. First time we got a goat, and it was a very old goat. So you have to remember, I do not know a thing about animals, and it was not responsible thing to do. So I just thought it would be fun to have a goat, and I got a goat, and the goat went into their space. And the next morning, I went over there, and the goat was there with 2 babies. So I nearly died. At the end, it turned out that this goat was very old, and unfortunately, she died, I think, maybe 2 months after she came to us. And so did her babies, because the goat did not have enough food for them. They just did not eat well. They did not progress well. So unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to her. And maybe a couple of months after that, I wanted to give it another shot. And I hope you can hear me from this water. I wanted to give it another shot, and we got another goat. And this time we got a goat from our neighbor, and the goat was fantastic. She had, I think, 1 liter of the milk every morning, and she had 2 babies, and we loved them very much. But we figured out at the end it was a little bit too much for us, because we did not have time. We are traveling a lot, have to be honest. We are away a lot for the weekends because of the hobbies and interests that my husband has, and I help him with that. And you know, having an animal, you have to be very dedicated. So you know yourself, you cannot just leave the animal alone. Constantly we were finding someone to look after them when we were gone. And at the end of the day, after maybe 4 months, I would say, being in a high season with the garden, being in a high season with photography, being with a high season with our jobs, family, you know, all the obligations you have, we figured out it's just not the right time for us. We found a great neighbor of ours actually wanted to have a goat. So we gave him our goats, and they're living happily there. Which I'm very grateful for, because I really wanted to give them a good life. So we learned quickly that, you know, you cannot do this just because you want something. You have to be prepared. So I am still hoping to get an animal, a dairy animal. And this time, because of the experience we had, I'm hoping to get, well, not this time. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but maybe. There's always hope. I would love to get maybe sheep. So not too many. I would say just a few of them, and then hopefully one day have some milk from them. But that's just a theory, to be honest. That's just a theory. But definitely meat-wise, pigs are the primary goal, and I'm hoping to get some turkeys as well. I would love to have some turkeys. So yeah, and then, you know, once you have animals, you do have to have an infrastructure for it. The plan for the pigs, once we get them, is we are going to have them down at my mother's place, because they do have a great infrastructure for that, because, you know, everything was built there for that purpose, because this is what they used to have. So that is the plan at this moment. We will be looking after the animals, of course. So for the pigs and the turkeys and all of that. So the plan is just, you know, the morning routine. We go there, take care of them. And then when we are gone on the weekends, like, it's not every weekend, you know, and it's mainly only over the summer. But when that does happen, we will, my mom will look after the animals. So that is kind of the goal. And because of that the animals will be at her place, there is no additional costs of infrastructure. It's just the cost of the food, which is kind of a great thing for us. Also, talking about the infrastructure, I forgot to mention, we have a plan for the greenhouse. So the greenhouse, well, it's not a greenhouse yet. I think you were able to see it in some of the videos briefly. It's a metal structure. We already did put some foil around it, but we need to make it permanent. So that object will use us as a kind of like a greenhouse. And what I'm hoping to achieve with that is to prolong the growing season, which would be great, because that would mean we could grow more food for our family again and give us a little bit more of independence. But I do hope we're going to do that anytime soon, because, you know, it's kind of now middle of January. Things are getting slowly. I'm kind of hoping it's going to start soon. To be honest, I'm like so excited for this year. And as well, you know, we have to then put some watering system, because last year I had to water everything with my hands and it was not very productive. I have to say, I spent like an hour every night watering things, and it's definitely not the same as if you just have, like, you know, the pipe, you open it and the water goes directly into the plants, like, so they can grow and get better and produce food for you. So at the end of the day, this is why we have them for, and this is why we, you know, put all of that work in our garden. I do hope this was not boring for you. I just thought, you know, it would be nice to make a video where I just talk about what I actually think. You know, these are the things that are constantly in my mind. I'm constantly planning. I'm constantly thinking what more we need to do, what we need to prepare. So I just said, look, you know, if I'm already talking, I'm just going to document it. And then, you know, I'm going to be held responsible for it. So that on the days when I don't feel like maybe doing things, I will remember that I publicly said I will. So I will have to. Maybe this will be my motivation. And hopefully I will have a better year than I had last year. Even though, to be honest, I'm very proud of myself. As I said to my husband, I said, look, everything that growed, you know, it was the first time for us. So, like, we have to be kind to ourselves. It cannot be perfect. If I have an opportunity, I would like to put some more raised beds maybe, even though at this moment we have like 3 that way and we have 3 this way, and then we have like a big kind of in-ground planting. So yeah, I'm going to finish up lunch. So hopefully I just have to now do the meat, add some veggies and cook some sides. So I had some this in the freezer and I'm going to use it up. It's like potato kind of, how do you say that? Like kind of like a potato little things. It's very nice anyway. You will be able to see the final product, so I cannot remember the English word. Anyway, I hope this was not too boring for you. I am very glad that you were here with me. And let me know what your plans are for this year. I would love to hear them, because I love to kind of exchange the experiments and experiences and thoughts and plans. And I think life is just great when you have plans to look forward to. So yeah, that will be all for today, my friend. Thank you very much for joining me and have a great day. Bye.